I'm the star reporter for my high school student Facebook community page. Scandals, corruption, prom, I cover it all. There was nothing I liked more than a breaking big story. Hi everyone, I'm Hana from South Korea. Please like and subscribe to hear my latest scoop. My mom got fired from her high-profile job for allegedly stealing, though she was completely innocent. Nobody believed her, or at least until a journalist investigated and revealed that my mom had been framed. That was when I learned how powerful the truth can be. Fast forward years later, I was practically a human spotlight when the head of the prom committee used funds for the dance to get her dog a haircut, when the cafeteria served expired food and a bunch of students got sick. I was there to shine a light on the truth. My latest assignment was to attend Friday night football games to write a cover story on the star quarterback, Dante. Dante was the most popular guy in school who'd shot to fame with his extraordinary football skills. He was also a massive bully. I thought there were more important stories to cover than some entitled jocks, but my editor insisted. The stadium was packed. When the announcer called his name, Dante strutted onto the field and the crowd went wild. Girls in the stand were screaming, crying, fainting. Jeez, get a grip. Dante threw a game-winning touchdown. He was celebrating with his teammates in the locker room when I showed up for the interview. Actually, they were harassing the team mascot, Alvin. I felt my blood boiling. Alvin was the sweetest, quietest student who never bothered anybody. Leave him alone. Suddenly, everyone turned around to look at me. Alvin, are you okay?
What are you even doing in the boys' locker room? Probably a cheerleader stalking you, man. Although she doesn't look like one.
I'm a reporter. I'm here to interview Dante for the MSA Gazette, and I need to get this out of the way fast, so if you could just answer a few questions.
We're heading to a party at my place, but it's not really your scene. Stop by if you want, but don't expect me to hold your hand.
Why would I want that?
It's an expression. Aren't you supposed to be smart?
You're a professional, Hana. You will not throw a football at his head. When I reached Dante's house, it was pure chaos. But before I could find him, I spotted a bunch of his friends with the most popular girl in school, Serena.
Hey, it's that news girl. Come join us for a game of Truth or Dare.
No thank you. Where's Dante?
Come on, you want to attend a cool kids party? You gotta play the cool kids games.
I don't want to attend the party. I'm just here for
Truth or Dare?
Ugh, fine. Truth.
Wrong answer. Dare it is. You gotta stand on the table and do a creative chicken dance for 30 seconds.
Knock it off, you guys.
Don't be a buzzkill, Serena. No dance, no interview, news girl.
Fine, I'd do it. It's not like I was trying to win any popularity contests, but I could feel my face getting hotter as I clucked and danced like a weird chicken while everybody howled with laughter. 30 seconds felt like forever. And just as I was done, the jock lifted me off the table and started taking me to the pool. Oh, no, you don't. I swear, if you throw me in the pool, I'll send curses on you every day. I'll pray that you have warts on your butt so you can't sit down for a month, and I'll wish that you lose your taste buds and everything tastes like chalk forever. I will. Just as we reached the edge of the pool, Dante appeared and stopped the jock. He put me down, and I couldn't resist giving him one last kick. And then I lost my balance and fell into the pool anyway. What a freaking nightmare.
Girl, you've really got a knack for embarrassing yourself, don't you?
Do I look embarrassed? Do I look like I care what you and your dumb friends think of me?
Right now, you look like a wet, angry chicken. So why don't you go grab some dry clothes from my room and then we can talk. Don't touch anything else.
In Dante's room, I found some clothes and changed. I had to admit, Dante's sweater felt cozy after the freezing water. Were these Dante's parents? I wondered where they were. I was about to leave when something under the pillow caught my eye. It was artwork, comic book panels to be exact. They were beautifully illustrated.
You need to leave.
Did you draw these?
I said get out, now.
What a jerk. And how was I ever gonna get this dumb interview? On my way out, I almost collided with an older woman. It was a maid who was about to start her shift. I'm so sorry you have to deal with these spoiled brats.
Are you kidding? This job is easy. Dante does all the cleaning himself. I'm just the caretaker. His parents just like knowing there's someone around to check up on him.
Really? And where are his parents? They live in another house. It's pretty far away. I felt my reporter instincts taking over. There was a story here. I just didn't know what it was yet. The next day, I decided to go back to Dante's house for interview attempt number 2. And I found Dante talking to someone on the doorstep. It was Alvin, the mascot mascot. I was about to march up there and defend Alvin when suddenly the two of them shook hands and hugged. What was going on? Dante started to leave just then, so I followed him. I watched him give money to a homeless man and stopped to play with a cute dog on the sidewalk. I lost sight of him inside a cafe when suddenly I felt a hand grip on my arm.
Why are you following me? I told you to stay out of my business, and now you're stalking me?
I'm not stalking you. I'm investigating. I'm a reporter, remember?
If you have a question, just ask me, you psycho.
What were you doing with Alvin earlier?
Oh, we were playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's my favorite game, and it turns out Alvin is into it too. I invited him over to apologize after what had happened in the locker room.
That was so unexpected. I don't get it. I saw you be nice to all those people. Why keep this side of yourself a secret?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
Try minding your own business, stalker.
If Dante thought I was gonna let this go without getting my interview, he was wrong. In fact, now I was sure I was onto some bigger story. I decided to keep following him. This time, I was as stealthy as a spy. Afterwards, he stopped to buy flowers, and then we boarded the train to someplace in the country. So, he had some mystery girlfriend, eh? And a few hours later, I followed Dante to a gorgeous house on the coast where a woman opened the door.
Dante, my love, you're here. Hi, Mom.
I watched through the window as Dante hugged his parents, and all of a sudden, I lost my balance. Oh no.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to drop off your sweater, but I don't have it right now. I'm really sorry about the flower pot.
Don't worry, we have too many of those. Dante, invite your friend in for dinner.
Oh, that's not really necessary.
Yeah, I'm sure my friend is busy. Nonsense, come in. You can call me Mama Bear, and that's Papa Bear. That's what Dante calls us, so any friend is welcome to do the same. Mom, no, really, I don't.
Baby Bear, you've got something in your nose. Blow into this handkerchief.
Good boy. I'll just get dinner ready in a minute.
As soon as she left, Dante turned to me angrily.
What are you doing here, stalker?
You owe me an interview, Baby Bear. And I think I've come to the right place. Just then, his parents called us for dinner, and his mom started stuffing his face with food.
Oh, my baby is here after so many days.
Have this and this. You look so weak. I had a tummy ache from trying not to laugh. This was hilarious. Dante and I did our best to act like real friends in front of his parents, and it was easy. He was so kind and funny around them, and their relationship was sweet. And I'd never noticed his dimples before. Afterwards, his mom showed me pictures of Dante as a kid.
Mom, maybe don't show the ones of me in my underwear.
Aw, but you were so cute. But then, something on the bookshelf caught my eye. That's you? I didn't know you were into cosplaying. That's so cool. And who drew this? Oh my god, you did?
You think cosplaying is cool?
Yeah, duh, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, but everyone thinks it's so geeky. I've gone to a few Comic-Cons dressed up as my favorite characters, and yeah, it's my dream to write and illustrate graphic novels, and maybe one day an anime.
Dante, this is beautiful. Seriously. Later that evening, Dante and I went for a walk on the beach. I'm sorry for following you. I think I got a little carried away.
You think?
Why do you live so far from your parents?
When I was little, I used to get bullied constantly for being a nerd, a geek. It got so bad that I had to transfer schools. My parents had to stay here because of their jobs, but my dad found a house and a caretaker so I could finish school in the city. Anyway, I was worried history would repeat itself, so I decided to do something about it. No more timid wallflower, no more cosplaying. I tried out for the football team, made friends with the popular kids, and kept the real me hidden. You know, fake it till you make it.
My heart ached for Dante. I'd completely misjudged him. For what it's worth, I like the real Dante, especially in his cute little diapers. I gazed up into Dante's lovely eyes reflecting the moonlight, and he leaned in closer, but I couldn't. I had a story to write, and it wasn't professional to get involved with the story's subject. As soon as I got home, I got to work on my story. I stayed up all night perfecting it, but just before I was about to send it to my editor, I hesitated. I know this is good, but going public with this could really hurt Dante. I'll sleep on it. When my alarm buzzed, I knew what I had to do. I was going to tell my editor that I wasn't able to finish the article. Dante was more important than that. At school, everyone in the halls was buzzing about a new article on the school's student Facebook community page. An article about Dante. Oh no, I must have hit send by accident. I raced down the hall to search for Dante. I found him by his locker staring at something. As I got closer, I realized it was graffiti. Loser. Dante turned and saw me. He looked devastated. Dante.
Stay away from me, Hana.
Some of the popular kids were snickering and pointing at Dante as he left. Serena, the girl from Dante's party, was the only only one not laughing. I felt awful. This was all my fault. Dante didn't show up to school for the rest of the week. I was wondering if I'd ever see him again when we ran into each other completely by chance. Hey, I'm not stalking you, I promise. I come here to think sometimes.
I was just leaving.
No, wait, Dante, I'm so sorry. I never wanted you to get hurt. I didn't even mean to send the story in. But technically, you never said anything was off the record.
You're right. I guess it's my own fault for opening up.
That's not what I meant.
I thought we really connected. But for you, it was always about the story.
Dante, we did connect, I swear. That day meant a lot to me.
Forget it, Hannah. What you did was selfish. There's nothing left to say.
My stories had upset people in the past, and a lot of people had a reason to hide the truth. But this was the first time I'd hurt someone who didn't deserve it. The next morning, I saw Alvin at his locker. I guess he felt like he needed to hide too. And then suddenly, it hit me like a bolt of lightning. I knew what my next story was going to be. For that, I needed to interview other students, but they weren't exactly eager to talk to me after what had happened to Dante. After getting the cold shoulder from a dozen people, I was getting desperate. On a hunch, I decided to try Serena. Wait, please, I just want to talk. I saw what talking to you did to Dante. I completely understand why I'm the last person you want to talk to, but I think I figured out how to help Dante. Please, just give me a chance to make this right. Okay? I'm listening. I pitched Serena my plan. I really think it can work, but I'll need your help. To my surprise, Serena agreed. Over the next couple of weeks, I revisited the students I had tried talking to before. They were reluctant at first, but with Serena by my side, they were willing to talk to me on the record. They all had similar stories. A basketball player who hid his interest in ballet to please his parents, a gay student who pretended to be straight, even a teacher who secretly wanted to be a jazz singer. All of them had pretended to be something they weren't out of fear that the real them would be rejected. Once again, I stayed up all night writing my story. Everyone had been so brave to speak out. If I failed, I would be letting all of them down. My editor published the story on the Facebook community page, and it spread like wildfire again. But the reaction was different this time. It was inspiring. I slipped a copy under Dante's door, but I didn't hear back from him. Thankfully, he did at least come back to school. Some weeks went by, and then one day before spring break, I opened my locker and found a comic inside. When I turned around, Dante was standing behind me. Is this your new issue? It looks amazing.
If it weren't for you, I never would have shown it to anyone else.
Just doing my job.
I don't want to make you feel weird or anything, but my mom keeps asking about you, and maybe you could come back for dinner sometime?
I'd love that. Tell her I want to see more baby photos. And this is how I learned to never judge a book by its cover. Like people, it's the inside that counts.